Hi everyone, and welcome to the tutorial on Delos Docs. Delos Docs is the first generation of Hi everyone, and welcome to the tutorial on Delos Docs. Delos Docs is the first generation of autonomous drive, where documents are automatically named, classified, and summarized when you drop them. You don't need to struggle with the research either, as a search bar is powered by a strong AI agent, enabling you to look for the right document as if you were talking to an actual person. We're going to see together how to upload a document, how to search for one, how the system of collection works, and then finally how to chat with your document. So first, when you want to upload it, you can either upload a new file here and select from your computer or your drive, or you can simply drag any document right on the top. When you drag a document, it's going to take a few moments to store, upload, and chunk in order for it to be available to Analyse. As you can see, when you upload it, my document was named SRT as if it was any random name, and it was automatically renamed in this way, in this case, Chateau Regard 16/12/2023 with the amount. Now, why is that? Because it automatically renames it, and this being an invoice, I have asked him to rename every invoice with the name of the company, the date, and the amount of the invoice. This can be very easily done from the settings of your Docs application. As you can see from the settings, you can give a general prompt to describe the name of any documents, and you can be specific from each category to specify the prompt. So as you can see for the category invoice, I have asked him company, date, amount, just as he has done. So now this document is automatically classified as an invoice with the naming as I wanted it. Of course, for every category of document, you can specify your very own needs. Next, you're going to want to search for a document. So the search bar works as any other keyword search bar would in the first place. So if I say Apple, he's going to give me every document with the term Apple inside of it. But there's a next level of searching thanks to AI and this new Delos Docs. For instance, if I say logo and I write this and I click either on enter or on this little button, he's going to search more thoroughly through the documents and give me anything that could be related to whatever I'm saying. So for instance, you can see that if I click here, this would be indeed our logo with different versions of it that we can see in here. But there's not any logo written actually in the title. And that is next generation of search thanks to Delos Docs. Keywords is no longer the best way to search for documents. When you want to chat with your documents, you now have two options. Either chat with a specific document. So for instance, if we go back to the basics and I want to talk with the Apple Transparency Report, I'm going to be able to chat with this whole document with a system of preview and specifically talk with this one. If I ask him any question, let's say, give me the key numbers of the report, he is going to search in the document and source me the answers right afterwards. So device, you can see that there are a few sources with the numbers, and every little one of these green buttons will bring me directly to the place where he found the information. So that works, of course, with one document, but you can also create collections of documents if, for instance, you want to analyze different documents. So if we go back more slowly, you can see that here we have three collections. And for instance, this 2020 company info, when I double click on it, I have a total of 15 documents that we can see right here with different pages. And I can go and see the preview for every one of them and chat with every one of them. So in the same way, if I ask, what is the net result for every company here? He's going to search in every single one of the documents and give me the results in the same sourced way with little buttons that are going to send me to every one of the documents. When you chat with a document, whether it's a single document or a whole collection, he's only going to go and search for specific information that exists in the document. He's not going to look in his general culture to search for the information. The very big advantage of this is that you're going to be way more limited in any hallucination risk. It's only going to give you information that is from the specific documents. You can see that when you chat with multiple documents, you have an option to activate the deep model search. When you click on this button, when it's offered to you, or whether with this little icon bottom left, deep search, he's going to do the same research as previously, but this time he's going to go look way more thoroughly in each one of the documents, reading and rereading every one of the specific parts that he finds interesting. So he's going to give you a more exhaustive and more precise answer for the same question. So that's interesting. If maybe at once you're not fully satisfied with the answer, you can activate this version to look for a more precise answer. Now, back to the home. How does a system of collection work? The system of collection doesn't work as if it was a folder in which you could drag and drop any one of your documents. What you have to understand is that every collection is going to add a link to the documents that are inside. So typically, with the collection that we just saw, we have 15 documents in it, but I can still chat with every single one of them individually. When I modify the title of one of these, for example, Crédit Agricole, it's going to be modified back inside of the collection. So what you have to understand is that it's a link to the original, but you can still chat with the original document as if it was alone. You can add any document to as many collections as you want, of course. And you can add or remove any document from the collection at any given time. The final important notion that you have to understand when you chat with documents is the notion of vision. When you activate vision, the laptop is going to read the document as if it was an image. As you can see, for instance, these images have vision that is activated, that you can see with the little yellow eye. That means that he's going to read the whole document as an image. So for example, if you have a PDF file or PowerPoint version, he's going to read the PDF as if it was scanned. So it works to analyze scan, or whenever you have like written text on it, he's going to be able to read that if you activate this vision. If you activate vision on the original document, it's going to be activated as well, for instance, in all the other collections in which this document is. As you remember, this is a link to the original documents, not a duplicate version of this document. You have two ways to activate and use this version. The first one is by simply activating from the original document. You see that you have this little button vision, and it's going to reload by updating the file. The second version, if for instance you're looking to any document, is by selecting specific sides of the document. So for this document from Apple, you can see that there are some images. If you want him to describe any one of this image, so for instance this one, I can use the little select button top of my list and select the image. And now when I activate chat with, you can see that there's a little chat right here that tells I am indeed conversing with a specific document analyzed as an image. And if I ask him, what is this image? He is going to read the image and be able to tell me what is happening. So indeed, two individuals in the lush green forest. This is a second way to use vision application on the specific parts of the document. Now, the final notion that I'm going to show you on Delos Docs is the little share button. As you can see, when you right-click on a document, or if you select the little three dots, you have the option to share the file with every one of your teams or the whole organization. This means that the file is going to be shared directly in their Docs version, and they're going to be able to chat and converse it, and they're going to be able to chat and discuss with it in the same way as you without having to upload their document. That works for a single document, and if you right-click on the collection, it works exactly the same way. That's it. Delos Docs has no more secrets for you. You can share, organize, summarize, analyze every single one of your documents. You can find the written version of this tutorial right in the Help Center if you want to go back to it. You have everything in your hands to optimize document analysis.